It is indeed an honor to be here. I am also very, very grateful to be here with my friend and colleague, Dr. McDermott, who you have just honored as well. He is a strong voice in the Congress for many, many important issues. I want to come and thank you. That is really my purpose for being here tonight. I want to thank, of course, the dinner committee for putting together this event. It's always an undertaking of more difficulty and stress than you expect trying to put on an event like this. But we are so pleased that you are here in the Capitol, here in the Senate side of the Capitol. Secondly, I am honored and grateful for the chance to represent so many Sikh American constituents. Of course, representing New York means that you represent the world, and it is always a great pleasure and privilege to work on behalf of the Sikh American constituents whom I have. I also know that the Sikh American community is a growing community. I was with you about 2 years ago, wasn't it, I think? 3 years ago, at a smaller event. You've grown. And we talked then about some of the challenges that Sikh Americans were facing after September the 11th. And I want to commend and thank the community, because the way in which you handled some of the early difficulties is a great tribute to the values of the Sikh community. And we were able, through education efforts and outreach efforts, to educate our fellow Americans about Sikhs. And although there are still problems, which I'm very well aware of, and which my office and I work on, the fact that the Sikh American community responded in a very positive way helped us to get the message out. And so I wanted to thank you as well. I'm also grateful that there are so many outstanding Sikh Americans. You're honoring some tonight, but there are more and more. You could literally fill a room 10 times this size with Sikhs who are leaders in every walk of life, in every aspect of American economic, academic, professional, you name it. Every part of our economy and our society have leaders who are proud Sikhs, and that sends another positive message. You know, I was recently in India, as some of you may know, and a number of my constituents, New Yorkers who are Sikhs, were also in India, and they very proudly introduced me to the first Chief of Staff of the military of India, who is a Sikh. And I think it's happening in political office and military office that Sikhs are assuming greater and greater and higher visible positions of responsibility in societies and countries across the globe. Now, as we gather here to honor many of the Sikh Americans who are present, I want to ask you for your advice and your help. As some of you may know, I co-chair the India Caucus with my colleague, Senator Cornyn from Texas. I am even more convinced, following my latest visit to India, that we must work to strengthen the bonds of relationship and friendship, not only between governments, but between people, and create even more opportunities for exchanges and other ways that Americans, Indians of all kinds, can play a role in deepening and developing this relationship. And because of the position of so many Sikh Americans, there are leadership opportunities that I would ask you to help assume so that we can build that relationship and make it even stronger in the future. So I really want to thank you. I know that there are others of my colleagues. I see Congressman Pallone. I know there are others who are coming in who also wish to address you. And so I don't want to consume too much of your time. This was really a means for me to say thank you on an individual level to a number of you and other Sikh Americans who have been great friends and supporters to me personally, to my husband, to the work we're trying to do, but more generally, to the many contributions that Sikh Americans are making, which I'm very, very proud of. Thank you all so much.
We are very bipartisan tonight, but I will tell you that a number of Sikh Americans who are here, who are leaning towards the Democratic side, they would like to see President Bill Clinton as the first man of the United States. So we are quite honored to be here, and it is really, I was telling our staff member that it is because of her prompting, what she said to us 4 years ago, that you shouldn't come only once. I mean, this should not be the first or the last event ever for the Sikh community at the Hill, that you should come here every year. And here we are. It is because of you that we have organized this program, and we really thank you for being here. And I also would like to ask Varas Aluwalia, who is one of the honorees today at this event, to present a gift to Senator Clinton.
And congratulations, too, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Bole so nihal.
Thank you. Oh, excellent. Nice to meet you. Hello, young man. How are you? Hello. Oh, excellent. Another picture. I will tell him. Thank you so much. Hi. How are you? Little space. Little space. No, you're a brave guy. People appreciate that. Oh.
Yes, we are looking forward.
Thank you both so much. They asked me not to autograph, but how about a picture?
Can you go this way if you've had your picture? Thank you. Please, can you go this way, please? Thank you.
Hello, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
Ready?
Good friends of mine.
Thank you.
So what do you think of the future of the Sikh community in the politics and
The future for the Sikh American community is a very positive one. As with many groups in our country, sometimes there are incidents and problems, but the way that the Sikh community has responded and handled some of the difficulties after September 11th really demonstrated to many, many people their strong values and the way they related to and reached out and engaged in public education with other Americans was exactly the right way to do it. So although we still have some problems, I think one can just look around this room and see the successes of the Sikh American community. Every walk of life, every...
We should
Thank you for your service, both of you. Bless you.